Northwestern, Nebraska in Ireland. We're playing in Dublin. This number is on the move, and I got to be honest with you, not in the direction that I had anticipated. For a good while, we were looking at Northwestern catching 13.5 points, total 50.5. You can see right there, when this was kind of all set up for us, it was at 13.5. Well, this morning, Donnie, number gets on the move. It is an 11.5 now on Northwestern. I thought we were going to see the two-touchdown number on Nebraska, maybe 14.5. Little surprised here, but in a Big Ten matchup overseas, seems like some people are starting to back the Wildcats.
And why not? Because if you're just looking from a betting perspective, what's normal about this game? Nothing. It's the first game of the season. We get that, which is usually the toughest game to gauge, how these kids come out of camp, and finally, when you have a live game, how are they going to perform? But typically this game would be in Northwestern, or at Northwestern, I should say, or at Nebraska in Lincoln, where you have that familiarity of playing in your same time zone, playing in front of the same college teams and the same college atmosphere that you get, but it's not. You're playing in Ireland here. How is the surface going to be? How do the kids acclimate over the week of practice they've probably had over there? How is the food treating them there? Are they happy with their conditions? Do they like just staying cooped up in a hotel and barely being able to get out, or just having team activities? This is all going to play into it. And the reason I bring that up is, you're right. We saw a lot of respect here from Nebraska, as if they were just going to open up the season and roll. There are a lot of changing parts on Nebraska. New offensive coordinator, which we probably think will be a good thing for them. We'll see if Scott Frost's team can kick it back into gear for the season. We know last year they rolled over them, so Nebraska coming a little bit fat and happy in this one. But it was kind of interesting where this game might have been pushing, Kevin, over 2 touchdowns. Because you look at it, Holinski is a veteran returning back here for Northwestern. Top running back, couple pass receivers that you can rely on. So it's not one of those games where you're saying like, oh man, this team is in a complete rebuild mode and they're going to get run over. I actually agree with the line movement sticking around that 10.5 to 12.5 range. I thought it might have been getting a little bit out of hand, approaching 2 touchdowns.
It's interesting because the momentum, though, pointed towards that 2-touchdown marker, which I then would have very gladly grabbed, I think, 14-plus points with Pat Fitzgerald and Northwestern. Now, last year, the Wildcats were really, really bad. But the year before that, they were 7-2. Now, you go back a little further, they were bad again, 3-9. The year before that, they had 10 wins. Pat Fitzgerald has been at Northwestern for a long time. And this is not a guy that provides you back-to-back losing seasons. So Northwestern surprising this year, to me, would be unsurprising. I don't know if we should just think that this is going to automatically be an awful football team. Nebraska comes with a lot of expectations, but I have to be honest with you, you like it a lot more 13.5 than an 11.5. You love the idea, again, that maybe you could have bought up a half point, right, and grabbed a solid 14.